Hey everybody, you know it, Jiggin Jerry here. Well, I am headed to the Mount Pleasant Pier. Driving through the country down here in South Carolina, and it's cold. That's right, it's cold out. December is one of our colder months, and during our colder months, we like to fish for a few special species. One of them, which I fished for last month to test the bite, was sheephead. That's right, in December, January, February, we like to try for a bigger sheephead. Hey, and don't forget, we love fishing for our winter spotted sea trout here as well. So we'll also get a hold of some of them in this episode. But, as you can see, I am pulling up to the pier. The sun looks like it's coming up over my shoulder. I'm going to head out, grab my pass, which is a fishing pass, and a cup of coffee, and walk down this pier. And every time I've walked down this pier, there's always a sign that stares me right in the face when I come over here, and everybody can see it. And if you look down, it's right here. Look at that. Fishing pass required and no pets. That's about all I'll say at the moment. I guess they can't read, huh? Big boy.
Yeah. Try.
Just relax. Whatever you do, don't let your line hit the footer. That's all.
Don't whine when you pull
it. Nice. He put up a heck of a fight in that cart, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure
Felt like
did.
he was like 30 pounds.
Yeah, sweet.
All right. You go, Jeremy. Jeremy tearing up some sheephead. I need to get me some. Now what happened was Jeremy, which is fishing over here with live shrimp, decided he was going to go to the restroom. So while he was gone, I was nice enough to see his rod bend down and got the privilege of catching his fish. And I will show this clip to him later so he can cry about it. All right.
A little over 5'4".
Not bad,
5
20 inches, 5'4".
Yep.
5 pounds, 4 ounces.
A little over.
Just a little over. Me and Don out here at the Mount Pleasant Pier, trying to beat on some sheephead.
Don not catching any?
We'll let him go. Later.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
That's the biggest fish I've seen caught down here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Goes great for the fishing show.
What'd you guess that weighs? Fish. Okay, that's a big fish.
Jiggin Jerry, Mount Pleasant Pier. Thank you. Woo, what a workout. Okay, well, I'll tell you, those sheephead were fantastic. Now, for those of you who have never been on the Mount Pleasant Pier, and for those of you that have, we now have what we are calling our pier mascot. That's right, it's a crackle, a one-legged crackle, which is a bird that has become our pier mascot. And everybody who comes out here ends up seeing him, and we call him Hippity. And the reason we call him Hippity is because there were two of them, one missing one leg and one with a crippled foot. So we called him Hippity and Hop. Well, Hop we haven't seen too much anymore, but Hippity seems to be following us around just fine, and sure won't mind coming right up to you for a handout. And Hippity's favorite snack? Peanut butter crackers. Can you believe that? So in your travels, you come out here to the Mount Pleasant Pier, look around. You might see this one-legged crackle, and he'll just look at you and smile, waiting for his cracker. Awesome. Well, all right. You've seen us catch some sheephead so far, and you have met Hippity, our pier mascot. And now, how about some winter trout? You know, that's another thing that we have been getting into really well for the first couple of weeks of December. So how about I show you how we did? All right.
Guys, check it out. Me and Don, Mount Pleasant Pier. That's supposed to be Don and I. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That's a lunch. That's what we're looking for tonight, huh, Jeremy?
That's right.
My glove's all slimy, but it's worth it. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Jiggin Jerry, you know it. Got the light over there is a little dull, so there you go. There's a 19.5-inch trout. Look how thick he is right now. Now, if you notice, this is at dusk. You look around. See the Yorktown over there. Ships coming in. I'm throwing artificial shrimp. And we're in our December, so there you go. Good way to start up. See what else we get. You know, these little trout, they're small, but they're fun. If you pick the right artificial this time of year, you can go through a bunch of them and have a blast. My weapon of choice today, I'm using the ALX Zolo rod, of course with a Shimano, and this is the Sustain 3000. Very comfortable reel. But these little guys, they can give you some fun. Hey guys, Jig and Jerry, Mount Pleasant Pier. It's Chad and John. Chad and John. Come here, Chad. John, just help me land this trout on 8-pound test. Caught him on my ALX Boku rod, using a nice artificial. Good time of year for it. I appreciate y'all help, because I couldn't get to my camera, I couldn't get to my net, and they helped me out, and I'm glad they did, because it's a hard fish to lose, wouldn't it be? I'd be crying. Thanks, guys. No problem. Well, as you can tell, I'm out here night fishing, getting ready to go home. Look at that. Throwing some jigs in the dark. Using my ALX Zolo rod, which is really sensitive, so I can really feel those nighttime bumps off the bottom. And what I'm doing, it's raining, it's cold, you know, it is December. Let me let him go. But what I'm doing is I'm casting out and letting it go to the bottom in the shallows during low tide, and I am dragging it off the bottom, popping it up once, and then dragging it along the bottom again. Because in the shallows at night, the trout stay really low, unless there's some light where they can silhouette strike. Then they'll go to the top. But if there's no light, they're gonna feel any movement along that bottom, almost like a flounder does, and then they're gonna grab it. So I bounce it off the bottom nice and slow, find me some nighttime trout. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it is fun when you're successful. All right.
All right. Well, like you can see here, I have been catching 20-inch trout, 21-inch trout, 19.5-inch trout in the dark, just bouncing my artificials off the bottom. Now, I've been catching these trout on Billy Bay shrimp by Betts. They're half-ounce magnums. I've also been using some silver flake paddle-tail grubs. I've been using them by DOA and some by Zoom. That has been quite successful. There are others catching them on other things, but that's what I have been using. As far as the sheephead goes, I've been catching them on shellfish and fiddler crabs. Now this time of year, you're going to be more successful with shellfish because fiddler crabs are very hard to find this time of year unless you buy them from a tackle shop, and they usually get them in from Florida. So shellfish, you know, you're referring to shellfish, that would be clams, oysters, mussels, etc. Okay? They love them this time of year. Now, hey, for all my fans out there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this show. And for those of you watching for the first time, don't forget, look down. There is a subscribe button. It only lets you know when I have more shows available. And you know, it is December, so I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I hope everyone is blessed this season. So like I always say, good luck out there. Have fun fishing. Till next time.